The whole Yui Momoko thing. Some Babymetal drama on Twitter tonight. Oh, what's going on? The whole Yui Momoko thing. Oh, I don't know anything about this. So you're gonna have to fill us in, Paul, on this. So what's the sitch, man? What's the lowdown? That's the topic. Yeah, that's the topic. Next time on Podcast Desu. hey, I tell you what, I actually might get a podcast episode 8 together relatively soon. I want to talk about what I talked about in the Discord about Legend Metal Galaxy. Obviously, feature Babymetal now with Budokan and stuff, and I'll see what this Momoko Yui situation is like. I think, like I said, if Yui's not coming back, I personally, they need a free. I like my own personal opinion, but personally, they need a free band. They need 3 girls again. As much as I love the duo of Sue and Moa, it never has been, again for me, personal opinion, as magical as it was having 3. Now, it may never be as magical as having those 3, but they're practically a 3 now anyway. There's always a 3rd girl on stage. Having 3 girls on stage is more appeasing on the eye. Yeah, and like Goods just said then in the comments, it's not about replacing Yui, it's about filling an empty spot. Yui's never going to come back. If she hasn't come back at this point, she never will. That role needs to be filled. Think of the return of Black Babymetal. Think of like a Momoko Moa dancing songs, or them having songs again, like off track from Sue. There's so much that they could do if they had a permanent 3rd member. And at this point, I just think it's holding them back now. Yeah, Yui was good. And she'll be missed. But I at this point now, I do think they need to move on. I'd be all for Momoko being the 3rd member. As long as as long as they did something with it. What would piss me off the most is if Momoko filled that 3rd spot and nothing changed, and she'd just be eye candy, not given much of a role, because it's already pissing me off a little bit that in this duo setup that they've got, that Momoa is practically a backup dancer. Like literally, Moa doesn't do anything apart from standing there and is in the photo opportunities. It's crap. This is my cue. Ta-ta, folks. Not a problem, Maya. Thank you for stopping by, though. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. They need a 3rd dancer, but it's Sue and Moa's band. They will fully induct a new member when they want to or not. The Avenger system serves its purpose. Yeah, that's the thing. The Avenger system serves its purpose, but the band themselves, they're never going to progress. I think the whole image of the 2 of them is not as powerful as a full band of 3. Just having that 3rd girl. The thing with the Avengers is it doesn't open up new possibilities for Sue or Moa, or more specifically for Moa. When Yui was in the band, they had Black Babymetal, they had their duets, they had the songs like Gimme Chocolate, where they were both had their vocal parts latched onto Sue. Since Yui's left, it's been Sue singing, and Moa is pretty much a glorified backup dancer, with Sue pretty much taking the lead. So I think a 3rd member would be the best. A permanent 3rd member right now would be the best thing for them, and I feel like there'd be more opportunities to do more. And that's what it's down to. The Avengers is nice, and it filled a purpose that Yui was didn't know whether or not Yui was going to come in. It wasn't going to come back. They put the Avenger thing in. It served its purpose, as you've said, but now, like the band needs to move forward. The band, the Babymetal needs to move forward. It needs to go on. All the Avengers and stuff like that is a nice. It's a nice side attraction, I feel. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love the Avengers, every single one of them, and I love the spectacle of it. Metal Galaxy, when that came, the DVD with Metal Galaxy, when they're all five Avengers, when they're all five of them dancing, was amazing. But I think creatively for the future, and for the music as well, for the band to progress, I feel like a permanent third is a must. I feel I honest to God, I feel like there's no escaping that needs to be a thing. Moa has spoken about how she has taken charge of the dance elements. Yeah. Well, to be fair, Moa's never going to come out and go, I miss Yui. I miss having a more singing role. I miss this. She's never going to come out and say that. Of course, she's going to say, "Yeah, I love dancing. That's my thing." That may be the case. You never know. We're putting too much emphasis on vocals, I think. Are we though? Isn't that the whole point of a band? Isn't that the whole point of a band? Let's not forget that Moa has some of the best songs, some of the best Babymetal songs. Give Me Chocolate, like Wandari, like they're Moa songs. Like Moa's singing in that. What have we had since with the Avengers? Since Yui's left, what have we had from Moa? Nothing. Nothing. Not even one track on the whole entire Legend Metal Galaxy album of Moa even half singing on a track. Backup vocals, like prominent backup vocals to Sue. There was nothing. Nothing. She is a glorified backup dancer at this point. Obviously, to the fans, she'll always be more than that. But to somebody who's uninitiated with Babymetal and is watching Babymetal for the first time, they won't know who the fuck Moa is. They'll just be looking at Sue. For somebody who's new, who didn't know the difference between the Avengers and just seeing three girls dancing, they'd think they're all even and the two were the backup dancers. Or the dancers to Sue who take lead. Not for idols. Vocals and dance are given equal weight. Would Babymetal be a special without the choreo? No, I'm not saying don't take the choreo well. I'm not like just because I'm saying give Moa more time on the mic. I'm saying do the choreo. The choreo is never going to change. That's always been a big part of Babymetal. The dancing's never going to go away. What I'm saying is you could do more. Like I always emphasize Black Babymetal because I love it so much. But even if Black Babymetal didn't come back, if you had Momoko and Moa do something else, it could be rap, it could be rock, it could be punk with like synth or something like that, or do something crazy creative to create something. There'd be a new dynamic there, and at the minute for Babymetal, the dynamic is Sue. There is no other dynamic. Like, it's Sue, and that's it. There's nothing else around that. But again, it's like I said, it's personal. It's personal opinion. The thing with Babymetal at the minute is, are you happy with them being the way they are, or do you want them to do more? That's the bridge. That's the debate. Is should they be doing more? Can they do more? And the answer for me is yes, because we know what they're capable of. We know they can pull off these things. We know they can do all these different styles, and it turns out to be epic because we all fucking love it. But the problem is that all that spontaneity of all these different things that we love, the black baby metal, the different vocals, the triplet of singing in these songs, that is gone. And it's very Sue-dynamic at the minute. Not to say that I don't love that, by the way, because Sue is an amazing singer. I don't know. There's more that could be done there. And I feel like it will never take that next step until they get a third member, because they'll always, the Avengers will always be a bit of a sideshow. Correct. Suzuka is Babymetal. They need to be a free. They will help Sue and free. Look, refresh. Thank you, Pro. I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel the need for a free is should like. I feel like it should be a thing. Babymetal have only two possible ways. Give Mo a normal mic and allow her to sing just much more. And Babymetal will actually become a duo, or two, announce Momoko as a permanent third member, and we'll be back to what everybody loves. Also, a new duo like Black Babymetal between Moa and Momoko would free up Suzuka to do solos again, like Rondo, Asuki, Amora. Exactly. That's my thoughts. But yes, good. Brought up a point as well. They could go the complete opposite direction. They could become more of a duo. Give Moa the mic, have Moa have songs on the track. That's also a very big possibility. But I've said this multiple times now. I always think that when they're dancing or when there's two of them on the stage, I don't know. There's something about it for me that I don't like seeing just two of them on the stage, which is why the Avengers are here in the first place, which is why the Avengers was created in the first place. Because you look at the stage and just having three girls there, one girl in front, which is Sue, two girls behind, is just more aesthetically pleasing. It makes more sense. It's just when they're doing their dance moves, when they're coming backwards and forwards, interchanging, it all looks flawless. At West, with two, it doesn't look quite as good. From that point of view, from just looking at it before we even get into singing or songs or girls or members or anything like that, just looking at three girls on the stage is a lot better than two. And for the choreography as well. One is not going to happen. I don't feel like one's going to happen either. I don't think they'll ever go the proper duo way. Suzuka is the vocal point and centerpiece of Babymetal. Yeah, I agree with that, and I don't think that will ever change. Suzuka, of course, this won't happen, but it's still fun to dream. Moa is not that vocal level, and she said that she is not interested in singing as much as dancing. Well said, Leon. We all want them to reach their highest potential, and we have to seen them do better, so it's why do we want them to return to that? Do you really think Cobra is deliberately sidelining Moa? If she wanted more vocals or solos, she'd have them. Moa hated doing a good job on her own in 2018. Do I think she could do it? I think Moa's way too nice. I don't think she'd ever want to take the spotlight from Sue, and I don't think she'd ever go out of her way to demand that she should have a song. I don't think that's in her personality to do that, and I think she loves Sue way too much. There's such a sisterly love there that I don't think she'd ever pull that kind of move on her own. I think personally, as a fan, I would love to see it. Happen. Love to see the next Babymetal album have 12 songs, and if two of them were Moa songs, I'd be happy. Fuck me. Like, Bandmate, I keep bringing Bandmate up, but fuck me, the new album is amazing, by the way, if you've not heard it. Track number 7 on the Bandmate album. Psyche doesn't sing. It's a complete Miku song. Alright? A complete one-off Miku song. You know what? And she's got more in that one song than Moa got on the whole entire album. But that's all we ask. She doesn't need a massive piece, but just one song. One fucking song on an album. Like that is it. Like, Moa doesn't even get that. Demon's like, well, hello. Demon heard Babymetal debate going on. He's like, hello there. just popping out of nowhere. Demon, how you been, man? Long time, fucking long time. How you been? I don't know. Demon. Exactly. She wants to support Sue. Maybe she's happy doing that. I see we're talking we are indeed. Bandmate just noticed all Babymetal fuck ups and not repeat them. But yeah, the debate is there. I feel, I don't know. It's a tentative subject. Personally, I would love to see Momoko become a permanent third member. I feel like that dynamic needs to come back. I feel like the band can move on a little bit more with a permanent third. And I'd just like to see new dynamics be made. I'd love to see Momoko Moa do something. Like I said, it doesn't have to be black baby metal. It could be rock. It could be punk. It could be rap. It could be something different. It could be pop. It could be ballads. Fuck knows. I don't know. Something. Just something. For a band that prides itself on being so unique and taking all these different genres and mixing it up and stuff like that, you know, they don't, and experimenting with all these different genres of songs. I feel like that's just like right up their alley. I don't understand why they don't take that step. It would be bad for the band to just randomly appoint a third. Well, they wouldn't. It wouldn't be a random, would it? The person who's most obvious for the job is Momoko. She's been there. She's done it. She's been with the band. She's not doing anything right now compared to Rio and Kana. Yui's not coming back. I wouldn't see why not. As long as she got the blessing of from Sue and Moa, why not give Momoko the gig? The only excuse I could think of that why nobody would want to give Momoko the third position, which makes literally 99.9% of the like 99.9% sense, is Yui. And people won't be happy. Take like obviously Yui officially being replaced. No, not random at all. Momoko is established with Babymetal. Why can't they continue as a duo with an Avenger? She will never ever be seen as an equal to the other two. It's about her. So, I've literally just ranted off for like 20 minutes of why I think it should go back to a 3 instead of a 2. And I'm sure the chat doesn't want me to rant for another 20 minutes about that demon. But the long and short of it is, like I said, it's aesthetically pleasing. I said there's creativity there. I don't know. I just feel like it could be the band. I don't feel like the duo setup is as satisfying as as having the 3 girls is. I mean, even Cobra knows that. I mean, that is the whole reason. Like I said, the Avengers were created to have that 3rd girl there, because he knows that 3 girls are better than 2. That's the whole point. If he was so confident with the duo, then the Avengers wouldn't have existed, and we wouldn't be having this debate, and Babymetal would have moved on as a duo, and we wouldn't have known any different. Momoko wants to be a backup dancer. She said as much. Demon and I had this conversation yesterday. I was on the phone yesterday, Paul, and I couldn't fully focus on the conversation. I understand the Momo for 3rd point of view, but I think it's wrong. Demon is an irrational Yumi, bro. You wish. Demon, for me, it's not so weird to see Sumo being treated with equals and envies, but it's not really if you consider the songs and for performances. Yeah, that's something else we go into as well. I do feel like Moa's role has been reduced massively. I should be really saving this for another fucking podcast episode. This is great stuff to talk about, by the way, and I'm wasting all these minutes debating right here. Where I could be doing this on a podcast episode. Well, I should cut this little bit out, and we'll call it like episode 8, like the mini cut, the Babymetal mini cut. Of just talking about things. But yeah, I do feel like they've lost a little bit of magic, especially the way that it's marketed between just Sui. Gonna say it again, Sue and Moa. I do feel like Moa's lost a lot of her magic in the past year or 2. I do feel like she's taken a massive role. Maybe not, like I said, publicly for photographs and the fans worship. Will always have hold Moa in a higher regard than obviously like if Momoko came in as a 3rd. Like she'll always be held dearly. But from an artistic standpoint, she's, like I said, she's very much taken this backseat role. Whether or not by choice or not, that's another debate for a different time. She does come off as a glorified backup dancer at the minute, and I do feel like having a permanent 3rd member would help with that. I think it will give Moa somebody to bounce off of as well. Having a 3rd permanent member there and being able to go into a studio, knowing that whoever the 3rd girl is, knowing that there's a permanent 3rd, being able to create songs or create lore or create dances and stuff like that, knowing with this 3rd permanent there, having maybe 1 or 2 songs on an album, where maybe Momoko and Moa could sing, or whoever the 3rd person is. Again, debate for another day. I just think that dynamic of having that is more beneficial than going in the direction of Sue being the lead. There's Moa not really practically doing anything, and this duo set up, and then having this 3rd revolving member. I don't know. It's uncertain for the band. I feel like it hinders their creative output, and I don't think it's good for the fans as well. Having this conversation as well, or just having the debate, it separates people. I feel like if they just come out and did something, like I feel like it either goes one of 2 ways. I feel like they either get rid of the Avengers and just focus on Sue and Moa, and then that's it. Then there's no more debate. Then it's going to be a duo. Or, like I said, you bring in a 3rd and you have 3 girls and a permanent 3rd, boom, done. Everybody moves on and everybody supports the new girl, which they'll end up doing. Some people won't like it, some people won't agree with it, some people will compare her to Yui, but like anything, time is the biggest healer, and I feel like after maybe an album or 2 under her belt, some big gigs, some memorable appearances, some laugh out loud moments that you'll see on DVDs and stuff like that. She'll be loved. And I do feel like she'll fill that void eventually. It won't be easy. It won't be instantaneous. But I feel like it could happen. But the problem is with the having the Avengers and having that uncertainty, then you leave that door open and it will never, ever be filled. And I feel like that's a missed opportunity. Keep it. Sorry, hang on. What was this? Do it on a podcast too. We'll be there watching that too, even if we heard it before. Keep it as a duo. Give the Avenger and Mike the ability to play Black Babymetal songs. Give Sue solos back. Black Babymetal back. Moa can even get some solo songs. Who knows? We all win. So. Yeah, that's true. You forget that Momoko has a final say in this too. She might have Sue and Moa's blessing. Maybe she does not want a bigger role and is happy with being a backup dancer, like she said. See, this is always the thing. I don't ever trust artists when they come out publicly and say they're happy doing something, because they have to say that. Like, they literally have to say that. There was no other way. It's like me being a devout Liverpool supporter, playing for Manchester United and going, playing in Liverpool, scoring a goal and saying to the camera, I loved playing for Man United. I love scoring against Liverpool, because it simply wouldn't be true. I'd be devoted inside. You know, it's the same thing. What they say publicly and what goes on privately is two very different things. I don't trust anything that goes on with the cameras, and especially not with Amuse, especially because you know they've rehearsed it. You know that this question's been asked intentionally. You know they've rehearsed the answer to it, and you know that the agents have been in the girls' ears, whether it be Momoko, Moa, and have said, right, if you get asked this question, this is your reply. Moa will play a different role to Sue, but it would be anything that we give Moa just important Moa dancer to it, and I think. Yeah. Plus, I don't think Sue. Plus, I don't think Moa or Momoko would do anything like that anyway to rock the boat. I think they're very happy with that, and I think they love Sue too much anyway to cause that kind of friction, especially with the Muse and stuff like that. Who obviously, with Sakura Geico and stuff, they all go through. So it's like a big family for them. So none of them are going to go out their way to rock the boat. You need to stop there, Neil. Anyway, something will change after Budokan shows. So soon we will know. They can choose the first option and still have all the benefits. They could do. Why can't people entertain the possibility that Moa is playing exactly the role of Babymetal that she wants? She doesn't want to sing. Why can't she focus on dance? Maybe the eye of Moa fans, but not in the eyes of Babymetal. I think all this Babymetal discussion must be on YouTube, or maybe opposite. This is your hint to more highlight to highlight this. Just a thought, but letting it on the side. I think that's what they'll do. That's what they'll hope they'll do. I just wish people in this fandom were a bit more smart, because they would realise it's the best option. They're just awestruck by Momoko, simping and all. I don't know. I don't think that's the case, man. I don't know enough about Momoko to really comment on that. To be fair, so I can honestly say, hand on heart, that my opinion here is unbiased. I'm not here. I don't honest to God, I don't personally care which girl it is. It could be Momoko, it could be Kano, it could be Rio. Honestly, personally, I don't give a fuck. I just feel like they need that third girl dynamic back. I feel like the band needs to move on, and I feel like the benefits of Black Babymetal, or whatever it is, even if it's not Black Babymetal because that was a Yui thing, even if it's something else, even if the dynamics there, the choreography, the photographs, the difference, the benefits that would come with that, I feel like that's such a big prize that it kind of just needs to be grabbed. But not obviously not anybody will see it that way. which is fine. Which is why we like to debate. This is why we like to hypothesize on these kind of things. And I love hearing everybody have an opinion as well. I love the fact that some people see it one way, some people like another. Opinions is what it's all about, people, man. That's the real special thing of it all. Is that it could go in so many different directions. And let's be honest, even though people sometimes don't agree on the way, their preferred way, or agree on different people's opinions, that at the end of the day, no matter what they decide to do, or what the girls decide to do, or how they do it, that that when a new album drops, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to bring us all together. We're all going to be happy. It's going to be new Babymetal content. We're all going to be freaking not thinking about any of this when like an album drops or a show drops or anything like that. You just enjoy it as it was intended. So no matter what way forward they go, it's only going to be good things. At least that's how I feel anyway. Momoka would need to be made of metal before she can have a make a part down duo. But there's interviews, public appearances, and stuff like that. And much more important than that. It's not the case. You're wrong, yeah. The impression. So I'm not, by the way, Demon, I'm not trying to say with debate or anything like that. I like to talk. The impression I always get is that the goal is that the unit of the whole should shine rather than the individual members. They never go for individual glory. It's always for the good of the whole. It's so hard to convince people online. I would love to sit down, share a beer, and would convince you 100%. I'd take you up on that, man. A beer sounds nice. So I'm not, like I said, man, I'm not for it or against it, either way of how it goes. So I'm not trying to think of it as a member. I'm not trying to think of it as a Sue or a Moa thing. I'm trying to see it as like an aesthetic point of view of the potential that I could see them doing if they took that step. And from personally, that's what I would like to see. I feel like there's more potential to go that route, more things that they could do with it, more content that could be made, more moments to be had, to go that route. So that's how I'm approaching this. I'm looking at this in both ways, and I'm thinking, what would strike people? What would get people off their seats? How would you could do that? Because there's moments to be had there, as is there moments to be had if they stay the way they are. So there's always going to be moments, no matter what, and that's the underlying thing of this conversation, guys. Is no matter what way you look at it, no matter how you feel, don't forget that the reason why everybody's in this chat, why everybody loves Babymetal, is because Babymetal is great, and we love it. And it's great no matter what. And it gives you that feeling, and it's happy. And as long as they continue to do that and everybody enjoys it, what's the problem? We'll support them no matter what. Have you heard of Zumo? People are just hoping that the third permanent member, it would be as before. Cannot blame them for it, but it will never be as before. We need to move forward so there can be so much that I'd love to see this. I guess your scenario would be most probable. Yes, she has no ego. Sue and Mo will perform very well together with all the Avengers. It will never be as before. Indeed, the Holy Trinity is unbeatable. But yes, my favorite, not only for most likely, is also the best outcome for my opinion. Yes, I remember you all, and Leon and the rest of the chat. We may disagree about pretty things, but we agree on most important things. Yeah, Babymetal is great. It is indeed. We all want the absolute best for this amazing band, but that's the way I see these ideas and debate them. There's always be differences of opinion, but we have to agree that we love the band. Exactly. Chemistry is just a flowery word that has little meaning. Sumo will have close connections with all the Avengers, and there's no issues here. As long as the music is good and the shows are great, Babymetal can do whatever they want. Exactly. That's what it comes down to. Third permanent member or not, duo or not, 16 dancing Avengers in the background. Bring all the Sakura Gaikuin girls out for 20. We'll have 20 Babymetal girls dancing for one night. No matter what the scenario is, I'm sure it will be great. We get a little bit caught up in things sometimes, and maybe debating things, but yeah, like I said, either way, it's tit for tat. I'm sure the next Babymetal song that drops and stuff like that, people will be happy. People will like it, you know. It's called passion, Neon. Exactly, the passion for Babymetal will bring us together in the end. So I'm not literally. That's all you could hope for. As long as they keep banging out stuff and it's good, then yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's the debate. At the end of the day, as long as they keep doing that, I'm happy. Ooh, Dr. Jamie in the house. I believe that for all the great moments and emotions that Babymetal brought us, we owe them their acceptance for any path they choose. Yeah, no, totally. If they introduce Momoko or anyone as a third permanent core member, I won't perform substitute, but I'll follow them along. But yeah, I don't think it's happening, and I'm glad. I'm calling you Doc. I'm calling you Doc anymore. And don't you forget it. What up, Doc? So yeah, like I said, even if the new permanent third isn't a thing, that's fair. Like I said, fair enough. Like I said, at the end of the day, you follow them, and then boom. Mod God is fast. Jesus Christ, man. First Paul, now I have a picture of Jamie as Elmer Fudd. Bad fake bot. So yeah, I mean that's what it comes down to. Hit me with a camera early on. Don't say that. I'm hunting rabbits. My last karaoke of that song went awful. It went pretty darn bad. to be honest. But yeah, I mean that's a debate. Are we looking at a timeline where we may discover plans going forwards? I know a lot of people in the chat said then when I was reading the chat that after Budokan there's going to be some changes apparently. I don't know whether or not I read that right. That was very mysterious. What are we alluding to there? Changes? Is there something like been predetermined or some suspicions that we may have? Now we go into conspiracy theory territory. Have I not done Go Back? I'm sure I have. I'm sure I have. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I don't know. I'm sure I have. That song's popped up enough times that I'm sure somebody's done that. Basically, Demon won't accept anyone as third member of Babymetal that isn't Yui. You can debate with irrational Yui pros. If these changes do not include unmasking the cameos, then I'll keep bitching. Yeah, that's the one thing I do want to bring back. I don't agree with the masking of the cameos at all. I don't like it, in the slightest. And this is me being a cami bro. This is me being a cami bro. Bring back the camis, man. Fucking love the camis. Love them. I loved seeing Amora and Mikio, rest in peace, when they were shredding their shit, doing it, man. Fucking bring Leda back. Do all that crap. I loved it. I loved having them as they were the original Avengers. I love that shit, and I hate the one thing of Babymetal I detest, and that's those masks being on their faces. It's such a fucking crime. It's such a crime. I think they'll announce a new set of Avengers. The Metal Resistance comes to an end after Budokan, so something will change, even if it's just a law. Bro, you can keep you thinking like that, but I do have whole arguments. I think it's a bit unfair to minimize these arguments with this simplified explanation, but you do you. I hope for new costumes. Well, they came out with new costumes, didn't they? Like recently with the gems and stuff. I can't say that I'm a massive fan of the new costumes they've had recently. I do hope that changes after Budokan. Bring back the black. Bring back the black and red. I love the Cammy band. The masks do not affect Army. I don't even think that he did the tape one. Gabber. Oh god. Oh god. I can sense what's coming. I don't know. It was just the little moments that I enjoyed. Like I said, Amora sticking his tongue out, Boa going mental with his bass, and having those instrumental parts as well, which is something I really missed off the Metal Galaxy album. Just having that little Cammy band moment where solos are flying around and having that build up, I thought was sorely missed a little bit. I feel if there was New Avengers, they would probably have come from the Sakura Gaikuin grads. Most probably. I feel like they probably be a little bit too young, like especially the new grads, to be maybe like full-time Avengers. I definitely feel like if they were gonna go that route with the Sakura Gaikuin grads, I definitely see it as like a rotating door again. Where we'll have like one girl do like TV appearances, one girl will do one tour, the other girl will do the other tour. One girl will do music videos, and we'll go through that again, just so it wasn't a load on them. I do not like the old tutus on now older girls. Oh no, when I mean red and black, I just mean the color scheme. Yeah, no, don't bring back the tutus. The tutus are done now. That's such heavily associated with like Yui, Moa, and Sue, and the first two albums. Yeah, no, don't bring back the tutus, but definitely bring back the red. Black and red just looks good. Babymetal is the best metal in the world. Exactly. Maybe the last day, but can. Hang on. They play BMD and Momoka says the Babymetal does. Yeah, I mean, there's been a few theories or a few. Well, I say theories, more ideas of what people would like to see about maybe like a third member being put on a cross like Sue and that was. I think the Momo Metal Death thing. I think people would that would blow up. Like if that came out and that happened, people that would be like that would be trending on Twitter. Momo Death. That would be big, right? That would be a hell of a way to end that tour. That would be such a talking point. Whether or not it blows up in their favor or not, again, that's another debate. But I feel like that would be a great bit of publicity for them. And China is the best song ever written in human history. The old peak with the three girls might be done. I do not think so, but the new area will be no peaks. Shine is amazing. It took me a few listens to make sure, but it's in my top 3. All it would take would be for Momoko to walk on stage with a mic. Yeah, there's that as well. So Babymetal fans aren't dumb though. Like if she comes out with a mic at some point, like even just like she wouldn't even have to say anything until that last second. But as soon as she came out with a mic, you know people will clock onto that straight away. Do you remember the South Park episode when they lost internet and Randy finally got to porn? That's how we all look like at the last but it can show you appears and the announcer come back. That would be something as well. Like I said, putting a third member would be. I think Yui coming back would obviously blow up more than anything else. Do I think Yui coming back and doing that is a possibility? Yeah, nah, I feel like that time has been and gone. I feel like that ship has sailed. Maybe a little bit. I think it's been too long. You've had a whole album without her on it. I don't know. I don't know. Would I love to see it happen? Hell yeah. Do I think it's gonna happen? Nah. I don't see her coming back. Which is why I said it's either gonna go one or two ways. They're either gonna settle on this duo. Well, actually, one of three ways. They're either gonna settle on this duo. There's going to be a third member, and my money is on Momoko, or the third one, which I've seen in chat, which was a really, really good idea, actually, by the way. As like I said, they bring in 3 new Avengers for a new tour and a new album. Those are the only 3 possible ways I see it going. I feel like, knowing Babymetal, I feel like the duo is the way that they'll go forward. I feel like that's the most likely outcome. If I had to put my money on where I see it going, I think it's going to go that way. I feel like the duo is cemented now. They've marketed so hard the last 2 years to make that duo kind of a thing. It'd be weird. It'd be weird to go back to a 3. From my own personal point of view, I would love, out of the 3 options, I'd love a permanent third. That's what me as a fan would like to see. I want a permanent third. I want a permanent third girl. So we can fucking all move on and have some Black Babymetal or something like that equivalent back. And I feel like the third option, which is probably least likely, I feel, but could be a very big possibility, is like I said, they have the Avengers come in and they have a third revolving girl again, which will be the same as before, which again I feel is like a really, really big, strong possibility. If I had to put those into order of how I think it's going to happen, I feel like the duo is going to be the way that they're going to go forward. I feel like the third evolving Avenger is the second most likely thing to happen, and I feel like a permanent third will be the least likely to go forward, which is a shame. But yeah, I don't know. I want to see it happen, but do I expect it to happen? Nah. Those are my top 3. Momo Banger. That would be cool to see. The net will continue. BMC and Cinco, top 3. That's pretty good. No song from the first album. Yeah, so all 3 of your favourite songs are from Metal Galaxy, Demon. Pause like I can't spell tonight. Demon, as a fan, I don't want a third. And that's fine, man. That's fine. Like I said, everybody's got different opinions. Everybody has a preferred to see them go the same way. If everybody agreed on everything, the world would be boring. It would be boring. So, and like I said, man, as somebody who like loves talking about this stuff and loves obviously debating all this crap, opinions are to be cherished, man. I love people having different opinions and talking about these things, man, because it opens your eyes and people can say something that you maybe never have thought of. Having their point and opinion explained can open your eyes to so many benefits, and vice versa. So no, opinions are always good things. And for fuck's sake, all your reasons are manageable without a permanent third. I never said they weren't manageable. There's a difference between being manageable and a difference between being, I don't know, it's gonna sound corny, but magical. Manageable and magical. I feel again personal opinions. My own subjective opinion here, but I feel like Babymetal lost a little bit of their shine. No pun intended. Um, over the last 2 years, but probably over the Metal Galaxy album, and I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to say differently, and I get that. And again, my own subjective opinion is when I listen to the 3 albums, I personally, again, I have a subjective opinion. I gravitate towards the first 2 albums a lot more than I do Metal Galaxy. So I have my own personal preference as well for these things, which probably goes into why I want a permanent third member, because I'd like one Dari to come back, and things or songs that could be made equivalent to that. Like I said, I feel like the 3 is more aesthetically pleasing as well. Like I said, on the eye to do all these things. So yeah, it's like I said, everybody's got their own different views on it. But I don't think there's a wrong answer, and I don't think there's a wrong way to do it. I could I could see them being a duo and supporting it. I'd love them just as much if they were a duo if they did announce a permanent third. So my love for them would not be any less. It would be a cool way to induct as a member though. More likely to use Babymetal Death. Yeah, I feel like that's a good way to do it. I feel like that's a good one. She's the only one who can replace Hezoff. You just proved my point. Which point? Maybe they wait until Yui's daughter is old enough to perform and take it. You won't accept the third member who is not Yui. You just admitted it. Demon Cinco is from this Metal Resistance. Yes, I know. I said that. I realized that as soon as I said it. I do apologize. Wasn't 21 for Chief. Got to move to Cinco for me is 37. Hang on. How does it make your own points valid? Across those arguments. Over and over again. What arguments did you crush? Demon? Sorry, I must have missed that. We'll need to watch your Podcast Desu review. I haven't taken the test, but outside top 10 for me. Okay, mate, I'll leave you alone. I feel like I need to come back into the Podcast Desu because people don't understand my point of view. Dude, you're always welcome back, man. Always welcome back. So it's just all about people. Like I said, I love opinions and stuff like that. And people's point of views. That's what makes the podcast. That's what I like. That's what I try to do every time I do an episode. I don't like 3 people sitting in a podcast all nodding their heads and agreeing about the same thing. I don't feel like that's the way forward or innovative as it was. So I on purposely try to get people with different opinions on there because I like people having debates. I like people having different opinions. And people like watching people have different things from their own view. We had Cap on last episode, and Cap was a breath of fresh air. I thought just because he was probably the first person who's probably been on the podcast that was really cynical about Babymetal. Very very down to earth guy. Very very what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. The word escapes me. Very, very intricate with the way he thinks and the way he words things. It was really good. Yeah, we could debate it, but I wish people would just stop saying things like, I'll stop being a fan if they don't bring Sue Solos back, as long as what they are currently doing on its own. You shouldn't need to compare it to the past. Yeah, I feel like that's a good thing. Like I said, I won't ever stop liking Babymetal if they do or do not do something. I will continue to support the band no matter what. So yeah, props up to that, Jamie. I feel like that's a very, very, very good comment. I miss Sue Solos, but then when you think about it, pretty much every Babymetal song has a Sue Solo. Well, thank you. I've never done it before. Maybe fun. I'm trying to go. Maybe I should hop into Discord and call right now. And debate it once again. Impromptu podcast Desu. So yeah, Cap is my spirit animal. He's a great dude. I loved having him on the show, man. It was really good to have that difference of opinion to like fans and stuff. So I liked hearing it, and he even managed to change my mind on a couple of things, like, you know, maybe not seeing things through rose tinted glasses as much, you know, some of the inner workings of how stuff gets done. It's good. It's good. I liked more the way that Cap conducted himself. Like, he never forced the opinion or anything. He never said it's either this or nothing, or this and like this or this, and it's not this way. He was very like I said, integrate the way he said things. He never dismissed anything. The way that he said with his answers were very like, this is my opinion. I can see it from this point of view, this point of view, this point of view. If we go this way, like, he covered so many bases and so many different things, whilst achieving his end goal of the reason why he said the thing. You know, the reason why he thinks the way he does. He was very good at that. I was very impressed. Just imagine Cap is me. I don't think people can stop discussing Babymetal. He is only wrong on the opinion of Kingslayer. And what's your opinion of Kingslayer, Demon? I think maybe Loon should come on as the Yui fan representative in that debate / podcast. I should do. Demon, Paul, are you free for tomorrow night? Are you both free for tomorrow night? Because I feel like this debate, if you guys are willing, obviously, if you guys are willing to come on for like an out of the blue episode tomorrow night, I feel like this is a really, really good debate, and I'd love to obviously get you both on, hear your point of views, have a discussion. Like, I feel like this is a gold subject that we could debate. Tomorrow night, yeah, hell yeah. While it's fresh, you'll have a night, go back, make some notes, maybe come on and if you want to. I just feel like there's some really, really good arguments, some really, really good points being made here. And I just feel like it's an absolute waste not to be putting this in an episode right now. It's an absolute waste not to be putting this in an episode. So I'd love to hear people's opinions. I'd love to hear Demon come on and talk about it and talk about his point of views. Give him the grounds to do so. I doubt Loon will be a Babymetal fan much longer. Loon will always be a Babymetal fan. I think he's a little bit disillusioned. I think with Loon, I think the spark maybe has not gone out, but maybe dimmed a bit. But he'll be back as soon as they start pumping out new stuff. Loon will be back, man. He likes him too much to do that. I feel. Cat was good, but honestly, I felt he went into too much points, and it killed the topic for others to comment and contribute those points. Possibly, I actually enjoyed hearing somebody go into so much depth with that, Paul. I enjoyed, and it's not every day I have somebody like that on the podcast. You know, like we all do comment and we butt in with each other, so it was nice having it. It was nice having Cap kind of take control. I feel like I need to give my point of view because my point of view is so rare. I'm just wondering, isn't podcast? It is happening right. It is practically happening right now, and I feel like I want to get Paul on. I want to get Demon on, because I wasn't gonna ask Paul on the next episode because he's been on like 3 episodes in a row. So I was gonna try and freshen it up for next episode. But if I can set something up for tomorrow, and have, because I honest to God, I feel like this is a massive debate. Is golden. I feel like we can talk about Budokan, maybe the plans for the future. I want to debate on what's happening with the girls. I want to hear Demon's point of view. I want to hear Sue's point of view, because they're like polar opposites. And that doesn't mean argue. That doesn't mean like say that one opinion isn't right, because I will never do that on my podcast. And like everybody who comes on is treated fairly, and everybody's opinions is respected. But I do love hearing both sides, both arguments, and I feel like it's a good way to do that if they want to do it. Obviously, I can't make them. We could just clip the last 45 minutes and call that the next episode. You should do a podcast. Oh, hang on, I've missed a few comments. Is there a podcast? There is not a podcast for tomorrow, but I feel like I could make one tomorrow if you're willing. If I can get both of you to agree. Loon is Loon's a bit burnt out right now. Yeah, that's true. Loon needs to get over his phobia. Loon needs to let Yui go. Like I want to explain once and for all why I feel like those saying permanent third are wrong. Yeah, no, that's a valid opinion, man. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Well, I personally do. I'm sure chat does as well. I have no phobia. Neil, you should make a podcast Desu with Jamie, Loon, and Good, so you have representatives for Sue, Yui, Momoko, and Moa, respectively. I could do that as well, yeah. I am Sue in this scenario. I'd rather have it Saturday if I'm to come on. Right, Saturday. I could do Saturday. Saturday's good. We could do Saturday. Paul, do you reckon you'll be able to make it for Saturday? Are you doing anything? If you want to, I'm not forcing you into it or pressing you into it. Obviously, it is your opinion at the end of the day. If you would like to come on and discuss this with me and Demon, is that something you'd like, man? Like I said, in my head, I had a drastically different vision for my next episode, but I do feel like this is a massive debate, and I feel like having the like I said, the two opinions of people and stuff, especially with Budokan as well, just going. Saturday works for me. All right, cool. Saturday. I will try and find a third person as well. I'll try and get 4 of us. I will try and find an extra guest. I have like 48 hours now. Well, not even that, 24 hours. 8 o'clock UK time. Is that good? Is that good for you too? So we say 8 o'clock on Saturday. Can I request that we ask Loon to join? I can ask Loon by all means. Loon can be on if that's what people want to do. I'll be the only one with my opinion. I don't know. I'm not too sure about that. I feel like Loon's pretty neutral at the minute. I'm neutral as well. I like my preferred preference would be to have a permanent third member. But I'm impartial in that respect as well. Like no matter which direction they go, it wouldn't bother. It honestly doesn't bother me. But from a personal opinion, I would want a perm. I'm very alone anyway. Generally on that. Well, is there a person you would like to bring on, Demon? If you know somebody you'd like as the third guest, so we'd have me, Sue, maybe Loon. If you want to bring somebody on, or if you know somebody maybe that shares your point of views that would like to be on the show, we could have a 5-man debate.